Hello, hello, hello to all of my Tauruses. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your weekly reading for September 1st through September the 8th. I hope you all are having a fantastic day. Let's get right into your reading, okay, Taurus? Most High God in the universe, please give me a special reading for all of my Tauruses as it relates to all areas of their lives, specifically in areas of money and wealth, also in areas of power and intellect, also in areas of spirituality and where they need to take action, also in areas of creativity and emotions. What information do we have? What messages do we have for our Tauruses? What information? What messages? What do we have for our Tauruses? Okay, Taurus, let's get to it. What do we know about our Tauruses? Our Tauruses are very logical people, very generous and trustworthy, also very kind and organized and patient. By the way, we're using the Modern Witch tarot cards in case anybody is interested in starting to read tarot cards. Some awesome cards there. Also, Tauruses are very reliable people. They're very patient. They're very practical. Also very devoted, responsible, and stable. Right? Okay, so let's get started. We have, oh wow, okay, this is the second time. Okay, so we have the Star card and the Fool card, both attached to the Aquarius. Specifically, the Fool card is attached to Uranus, which is retrograde right now. So just want you to know, it'll be retrograde until January 1st, 2021. Let's get into this. But this is Aquarius's ruling planet, right? And then we have the Star card, which is this is the Aquarius card, right? So Uranus being retrograde right now is about sudden changes and breakthroughs happening in your life, right? This is about having very, very progressive ideas. And what I like about the Fool card is the Fool card is like a free-spirited person, new beginnings, like somebody who's an eternal optimist, ready to pretty much leap into anything. So now if the Fool card was in reverse, it would mean exactly what you know the definition of a fool to be, but it's not in reverse, it's upright, right? So wonderful things, wonderful, 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 right? So just keep that in mind. Let me put these here for just a second, right? I'm looking at Taurus. I'm looking at a lot of things around you where you were dealing with people who had a lot of inner conflict, right? This is fire energy, right? This is the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Somebody had Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, that their inner conflict was actually spilling over to you, causing you to have inner conflict, right? Their jealousy and envy and rivalry, their thoughts of rivalry towards you start to actually have you question yourself, right? But they were actually contaminating you. This is what I need you to see, Taurus. They were actually contaminating you. And so that's what I'm saying. You just need to just stay focused. You came through this situation wiser. You're coming through this situation wiser. Remember, when I talk about time, I'm talking about timings being an illusion, right? So if I use came or you're coming through or you're about to come through or whatever, again, time is an illusion. So again, you're already come through this. You see? Right, so this is the Nine of Wands. You've come through this wiser. You're smarter, right? You know better, right? Not to go back. This person caused you a lot of anxiety and stress. Look at this. I'm going to show you something. They caused you a lot of anxiety and stress. But the beautiful thing about the Swords energy, this person could have had Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra in their charts. Because there's a lot of heavy Aquarius there. But this Ten of Swords right here lets me know that you just felt really, really hurt. But the beautiful thing about the Ten of Swords is what I tell everybody. The beautiful thing about the Ten of Swords is that you have an enlightening period, right? An enlightening moment, right? So, for instance, what I mean by this, let me clarify something. If you're a Taurus with Aquarius in your chart, this is a new, like, uncharted territory for you, right? You had just like this, had this awakening, right? But it was like, it was like an internal conflict, right? So this is how things work together in the universe. Let me break this down. So let's say you're dealing with a fire sign who has a lot of internal conflict there, right? And that internal conflict really, really hurt you. And it was like seeping over into your spirit, right? because you were engaging this person or that energy. And so they were actually contaminating you. So, but this internal thing that's happening with you, this Aquarius thing that's happening internally with you, this part of being free, you're also, you have like, it's like you hit the reset button. It's like, you know what? I'm just letting things go. People who have internal conflict, I'm even allowing my own internal conflict to go. I'm just going to go with the flow. This is some pure energy that's happening. This is what I'm talking about, the enlightenment, the turning point for you, right? This breakthrough turning point for you. So you don't have to sit up crying and stressed out and anxiety ridden because of all the things that's happening internally inside of you. And so just be mindful of this, Taurus. Every single person that comes in and out of our lives is there for a reason, right? So you meet somebody, you all seem to be really, really good friends, because I believe people start off as friends first. Very seldom do people just start off just having sex or being romantically involved. First of all, you have to have some conversation, that kind of thing for a lot of people. Of course, obviously this doesn't apply to everybody, but you start out and you feel like there's a real connection with this person, right? You may not understand their frame of thinking, like you may not understand the Aquarius's frame of thinking. You all are both fixed signs, meaning that Aquariuses are very free-spirited people. They're going to do what they want to do. They just kind of sort of living life on the edge, and things just seem to work out for them, right? And so you're kind of sort of experiencing that also, which could have caused some inner conflict. But along the way, you come in contact with people who just don't understand this new you, right? This internal change that you have, right? And so for them, they're like, okay, the Taurus is stable. They're usually very logical people. They're not making some of the decisions that I'm used to seeing them make, but everything seems to be falling in place for the Taurus. Like, how the heck does that happen? But things are working out for you, Taurus, right? So that's why I say you're coming through this situation wise. And when I tell you that these planetary alignments are extremely powerful, Uranus being retrograde until January 1st, 2021 is a long time, many breakthroughs happening for you. And I think I mentioned this in previous readings for you, Taurus, but again, what used to make sense to you, like I said, Taurus is a sign, and make it make sense. What used to make sense to you may not make sense, but you're now saying, okay, I'm going to go with the flow of things because things are actually working out. Yep. Great awakening for you. Ace of Wands. You're illuminated from the inside, right? This is why things are working out for you, and people around you, they don't get it. They don't understand, like, how the heck is everything working out for the Taurus? Look at this, Wheel of Fortune. Karma is in your favor. Wonderful things happening for you, right? Wonderful thing. You're just having like this, you kind of feel free-spirited. So some of you may have decided to take up some kind of a musical instrument. You all are becoming, your taste is becoming a little bit more eclectic. You're starting to gather your crystals and your stones, and you're just in a different headspace at this point, and it feels wonderful, right? You've left all the deceitful, secretive people behind. You may look back for a second, I need to look, but you're moving on, right? And so you're leaving all the people that hurt you behind. You're just abandoning any ideas of, maybe I can make it work with this person, and talking about friendship, romantic relationship, whatever. But, maybe I need to just move forward, right? Look, this is you anticipating progress, things happening for you. This is the Three of Wands, right? The Three of Wands is about progression. It is about persistence. It's about anticipating some wonderful things happening for you. Like I said, you are illuminated from the inside. Good karma is in your favor. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. This is about you protecting yourself, protecting your energy and your space, right? Because this illumination happening from the inside is just a wonderful thing. It feels liberating. See, like this Fool card right here? You feel liberated. Things just feel wonderful for you, right? And then we have the Seven of Wands. This is you protecting your energy space. This is you protecting your energy space against any attacks. This is you standing your ground against any challenges. This is about you gaining an advantage. This is wonderful, right? This is the Seven of Wands. And then we have the Two of Cups. This is somebody that you feel like you can kind of sort of bounce some ideas off of. This person has Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio somewhere in their chart. This is a person who compliments you very well. This is a partner. This is about duality. This is about, having a connection, relationship with the person. Maybe even an attraction. Again, everything is not about romantic attraction. It could just be a good friendship a friend that you're attracted to. Not necessarily romantically at first. Remember, we're talking about people who start off as friends first and then things could develop after that. But this is somebody you feel very comfortable with, somebody who balances you. It feels like they balance you out, right? This is also you having double strength as a result of all the things that you've gone through, right? Double strength emotionally, right? So that's the Two of Cups there. But yeah, this is about you leaving behind any internal conflict. This is about you leaving behind any conflicted person who has not come to terms with their own internal conflict, thus contaminating you, right? This is really, really about this great awakening happening for you, this beautiful thing that's happening for you where you're just like, wow, just wow. And it's happening for you very quickly, and so that's something that you need to focus on, that is happening for you very, very, very quickly. And like I said, we have until 2021, but these things are happening for you. You're starting to see this. Everything around you, you're starting to see them with a different set of eyes. This is your third eye being open, right? You're even starting to talk to people about some of these things that's happening. Like, wow, it's actually working out. I don't have to be rigid. Everything doesn't have to make sense to me because you're in a different realm. You're in a spiritual realm, right? So whereas things you needed to see around you in 3D, now you're in 5 dimension, the 5th dimension. And so you're like, okay, now I can see things. I see things differently. I just have this very optimistic this view on life. Your hard work is paying off. Look at this. New moon in Capricorn. Powerful, powerful, powerful. All the internal work that you've been doing, like I said, that at first had you conflicted and stressed out, crying, anxiety ridden, breakthrough, you feel enlightened, there's a turning point happening. So like I said, any inner conflict, whether it's people or whether it's yourself, where you felt like there were some internal challenges there, you're just like, okay, I'm wiser now. I feel better. More change is happening, progressing, wonderful things happening. Let me just make sure I pull this in so you can really see this. You're anticipating progress, which is happening for you. Wonderful, 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 right? So your hard work is paying off. Those are the Moonology cards, by the way. I want to make sure you see these are the Moonology cards. Also, let's pull another Oracle card for you. Yeah, the tarot cards are pretty straightforward. All tarot cards are pretty straightforward. Oracle cards, like I said, nothing is by coincidence, right? Absolutely nothing. Even shuffling, pulling certain cards, out of the deck. Waking the lion in you. This is about waking up the lion in you, that fire inside of you, right? You feel so free and refreshed. You just feel good about life. This star card is about you being the sustainer of life. Again, it's attached to the Aquarius. We have Uranus, which is Aquarius's ruling planet, which is retrograde right now until 2021. Wonderful things happening. But remember, we have karma in your favor. All the things that may have hurt you, whether they were as a result of another person and their internal conflict, or you not understanding what was happening for you internally. A lot of things may have been going on around you that hurt you, but when you realize things weren't working in your favor, you just have a whole new sense of self. Like I feel better. Things are working out for me. I have this new clarity. Remember I said, and I intentionally did not do videos for the last harvest moon, the corn moon. But I put a post on my community post saying that there is harvest time for all astrological signs, right? Including you. Harvest time doesn't always just mean money. It could be a wealth of knowledge. It could be a wealth of wealth of health, in all areas of your life. But this grand awakening and this great awakening, and this grand rising in you, Taurus, is just a beautiful thing. Like I said, to some degree, it feels like an Aquarius that's already, when Aquarius is a very free-spirited people, very optimistic, and we're talking about the high vibrating Aquarius, is just kind of sort of do what they want to do. And this is something that's in you right now. It's like, you know what, things are actually working out. I don't always have to be like, everything doesn't have to be in a line. Well, and I mean, when I say alignment, we're not talking about chakras. Everything doesn't have to fit everything. Like everything doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't always have to make sense, but it's actually working out in my favor. That's what I mean. Harvest time. You just decided, you know what? I'm not crying over situations no more. I'm not getting stressed out or frustrated anymore. I'm just going to go with the flow of the universe, and look what's happening. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful things. Waking the lion in you, right? So just keep going. Keep moving forward, Taurus. Just keep moving forward. Like I said, wonderful things happening for you. You're starting to understand how this universe works. Everything is balanced out. If people with internal conflict walk out of your life, let them walk out. Don't chase them. Don't do anything. Just let them go, right? You have the power to decide whether you allow them to come back in your life or not. That's your power. But again, this waking the lion in you, you can really, really be happy with your progression. You really should be happy with your progression, because wonderful things are happening for you. Like I said, your hard work is paying off tremendously. Your internal hard work, your spiritual hard work is paying off tremendously. And like I said, everything is going in your favor. This is good karma. This is the wheel of fortune happening for you. Okay, that is what I have for you, Taurus. I hope you have a fantastic week. Okay, bye.